Hello, and welcome to the Gaming Twins podcast, where we discuss at length the hottest topics in the industry. If you want to get in on that discussion, check out our live show every Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time.
And you can find that on twitch.tv/GamingTwinsShow.
Alrighty. I wanted to open up, okay?
Okay.
The Switch. We've now had it long enough for our profiles to say how many hours we've been playing games.
Yes.
Rather than,
I
you
love
bought
that.
it 9 days ago.
I love that so much.
Yeah. Okay. So far, I would argue that the Switch is a Zelda player. It's a Zelda box, okay?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, I mean, that one report came out where they said, 9 out of 10 Switch owners bought Zelda with it when it came out, okay? So everyone's obviously
I wonder why.
Yeah, so I just wanted... We've been playing it for 2 weeks now, okay? I just wanted to gauge where our opinions are at, okay? I'll just start by saying I'll say the generic thing. It's
okay.
I love the open world, okay? You know, I played plenty of Oblivion, plenty of Skyrim,
So we're talking about Zelda?
Yes, Zelda. Okay. Zelda, yes. Where, I every time I open this, or every time I start these games, okay, I just run, I just bolt and find everything. That's all I do. I just explore the world. It's
well, I think that speaks to our own nature, to be honest.
Sure.
We like exploring these open worlds, and I think this quickly becomes the perfect game for us in that regard.
Yeah, I would say so. Just a pure adventure in it, okay? I mean, Skyrim and games like that, I mean, you can kind of make a class or whatever. This doesn't really have a class, but it still has that open world to explore. And, I mean, that main tunic you see Link in every trailer, everywhere, okay? He's just constantly wearing this tunic. I'm playing here, and I'm, almost done with the game. I'm like, where is this tunic? Okay, and then my brother here, he looks it up, and he's like, you moron. It's like, you just had to go a few steps forward in the story. It's like, you just have it.
Missed it.
You just do the main story.
Well, I want to go read that quest again.
Yeah, I'm just not even paying attention to the main quest or anything. I'm just going around just doing, and exploring and seeing everything possible. That's just been my impressions of the game. That's just what I'm loving about it.
Absolutely. I mean, I've gotten very far in the game at this point. I'm clearly coming up towards the end here. It's been an amazing run so far. I can't tell you how many weekends, at this point. I guess I can tell you how many weekends, but I just how many hours I put into this game. I don't know at this point. I mean, I just recently checked. It said over 40 hours.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised. I thought it was going to say 13 hours. It said over 40. It's
over 40. It's okay.
Oh, and I think just yesterday I binged at least a good 6-7 hours.
Oh, yeesh. Okay.
So, I don't know. I mean, the game's fantastic. It's keeping me entertained.
Yeah.
That's one thing, is that I'm not running out of content just yet. I can tell there's a ton to do. There's still way more to do. I just showed you my map where I had the bottom half of the map basically complete.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm
the opposite.
Explored.
I have the top half where I just went around in a giant arc going along the top.
And I did the bottom arc instead.
Yeah.
And I just went across. And I haven't fully explored those. I mean, I still have to go back. But that was just my point. Is I haven't opened up the top half of the map at all. Right. I basically at the end of the game at this point I've totally missed the middle and the upper half of the map.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I mean, I can't believe how much content is here.
Yeah. I'm seeing the dungeons and everything, okay, and I'm playing through this game, and I'd say I'm arguably almost done with at least the primary story, okay. I'm really curious how long this game is going to hold people's attention. After you beat it, what are you gonna do?
And I thought the exact same thing, where I was like, after I beat this, I don't know, am I gonna want to come back to this? Am I gonna want to play through it again, maybe in a different style? Not getting as many hearts or something like that to make it harder, or go straight for Ganon, I guess, which I hear you can do. Mm-hmm. So at this point, I'm not really sure what's going to happen if I'm going to restart and do that. Right. I know that I'm itching to play more games on my Switch. But that being said, I'm still very much enjoying Zelda. And like I said before, I thought I had played 13 hours, and I was like, okay, I'm at 75% of the game done at that point. And I look at it, it's over 40 hours in. It's okay. Even if I were to put this game down, I've already put an absurd amount of time into the game, so I've gotten my money's worth.
Yeah, I was going to
say. You're right. I don't know how long it's going to hold people's attention, but the initial hold time is insane, I guess.
Yeah.
So
well, the install base of Zelda alone, like I was saying, it's 9 out of 10 every Switch. Okay, people bought with Zelda. It's a Zelda player. That's what it is.
Which I'm pretty sure, I'm almost guaranteeing at this point, by the time this goes live, they've sold all 2 million units.
Oh yeah, they've hit the 2 million
They've
goal.
already announced they're going to be doing 16, ordering 16 million more to be made.
Yeesh, okay.
So, I mean, that's a lot of Zelda. That's a lot of people playing Zelda. And
that's a lot of Switch.
Yeah, I think they've done pretty good.
Last comment on Zelda, okay, from me. I'm just so happy that Zelda is doing so well, okay, because a lot of people, they haven't played Zelda, surprisingly. I mean, they play their Mario.
Yeah.
They see Mario, they want to play Mario. They see Smash Bros, they want to play Smash Bros. They play Mario Kart, you know. But Zelda, okay, that's not exactly a game everyone's playing. If anything, everyone's now playing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so future games now will get in more people's hands. More people will understand why everyone loves this franchise so much.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I'm very happy to see that. And I'm curious, okay, yes, I understand Zelda sold really well due to the fact that it's one of the only games for Switch.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, I'm not quite sure how different those sales would be. You know, if it was the only game. I'm curious, like, okay, it's not up against Mario right now. We know Mario traditionally does way better than Zelda, so how much is Zelda Breath of the Wild going to sell, and how much more does that speak to what the heck Odyssey is going to do when it releases later this year?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, just interesting. I am happy to see that Zelda's kind of coming back compared to what it was. I mean, even I skipped Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
That was due to motion controls, but still.
That's fine. You know, it was stuck on a relic of a console that
Yes.
not everyone was fond of. But, okay, we've talked of Zelda, okay. We've played 2 other games on the Switch so far.
Yes.
Okay, we have played Snipper Clips,
Yes.
okay. How about we discuss Snipper Clips?
Sure, let's start with Snipper Clips. Why not?
Okay, Snipper Clips, okay. We played some Snipper Clips. We played it co-op. We played with the Joy-Con sideways. That's our first experience
Yes.
actually pulling off a controller.
Yes.
And pulling off a side controller there, or a Joy-Con. And just playing with that, okay, with the kind of asymmetrical stick and button setup. But whatever. It's fine. It works.
Yeah, I really liked it. I love the concept that we can just take a controller and hand it to a friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how awesome is that? It's like, you're holding a controller.
Yes, I am.
It's like, sure, it's really small and it's a little awkward, but other than that, it's like...
Your dad
yeah, but it works.
Spice controller.
You know what I mean?
Jellies.
I don't know. I mean, I love the concept. So that speaks to that. You know, I'm very excited about the concept of being able to hand off controllers, same screen co-op. I like that concept.
Yeah.
That being said, with Snipper Clips, I really enjoyed it. I'm not sure, like, its hold rate. I haven't turned it on.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we turned it on to show off on our live stream, you know,
Yeah.
or, you know, for people to see. And it was fun. I really see Miss Wizard and I playing it.
Yeah.
I could see us sitting down and playing it. Maybe me and you know, we'll sit down and play it or something.
We could probably play it, like, straight to the end, you know?
Yeah.
probably do that.
It was definitely interesting. I like the concept.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. Like you're saying, the hold rate, I mean, it's going to depend on your ability to communicate.
How about
with
your
the other
ability to
player.
put Zelda down?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
a
that's
necessary part.
all I've been playing.
Like I said, this is a Zelda player.
It is a
That's
Zelda
what this
player.
thing is. Well, yeah, I think that's all we can really say about Snipper Clips. It's a great introduction to people who have no idea what Switch is, but they want to try it. It's like, here, hold on to this controller. Let's just do something fun. Okay, other game we played was Shovel Knight.
Yes, we finally played Shovel Knight for once.
Yes. Yeah. I guess there's not really much to say about that. It was really fun. Everyone knows Shovel Knight.
Everybody likes Shovel Knight. I wasn't too attached to the graphical style. Like, I like it. It's a little weird for me. But the gameplay was good.
It has some
I
fluid
like the game.
pixel art is what it has. Fluid
Yeah.
pixel animation, or fluid animation for pixel art.
I mean, when you look at the game, it certainly looks like a modern day pixel art game.
Yeah.
It certainly
Absolutely.
does. That being said, the gameplay was very good. The writing is
fun.
awesome. I love it. It's
yeah, yeah.
fantastic. It's cheesy. It's fantastic. I absolutely love it. And I mean, this is coming from someone very late to the Shovel Knight party.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty awesome sauce. I can't wait to play more. We just got it, so we haven't really played too much.
Yeah, my only gripe with it, okay, specifically on Switch, I'm betting this isn't an issue with any other console, okay, is that with these sort of side-scroller games, okay, I usually like to play with a D-pad. The one downside of a Switch is that it does not have that traditional patented Nintendo D-pad.
No,
okay,
it
this thing
doesn't.
has the 4 buttons to function, you know, as the alternative to the X, Y, A, B buttons.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work as well for the D-pad.
But that being said, we do have a Pro Controller.
Yes, okay. We do have a Pro Controller, and that has that traditional D-pad. And
It's a
that
phenomenal
D-pad is
D-pad.
very, very nice. The buttons are huge, you know. One of my gripes about the Joy-Cons, they were small buttons. They're about as big as a, not a 3DS, but a DS Lite.
Did we want to discuss the system itself?
The system itself?
Yeah.
We could discuss the system itself.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Like, just I mean, go ahead and start with that Joy-Con first, or I'm sorry, the Pro Controller if you like.
Okay, so yeah. Talking about the system itself, we're going straight into a Pro Controller.
Yeah.
In comparison, okay? The Joy-Cons, okay, for anyone who doesn't have a Switch, okay, these buttons are small.
They're
okay?
very small.
They're very small. If you have a DS Lite, that was a pretty common system, okay? It's basically the exact same buttons on the DS Lite. Okay? They're kind of small.
And I don't want to. We don't want to like misrepresent it. I mean, they're completely usable.
No, they're totally functional.
They're just
You get used to
slightly awkwardly small. For the most part, it works perfectly fine. The Joy-Cons are great. In that
No, I
regard.
absolutely love the
they're
Joy-Cons,
effective
yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Absolutely.
But that Pro Controller is
This thing's nice.
fantastic.
This thing is nice.
I love that Pro Controller. I mean,
Pro Controller,
like
okay.
60 hours of battery or 80 hours of battery.
A
Something
ridiculous sum, okay? This thing's gonna work forever. Like, actually, okay, now I see it. I was like, how do you even charge this? I've never had to charge this. Like,
I know.
How do you charge it?
I haven't
Like,
charged it since I bought it.
Yeah, and I've been using it every day. Every day.
Yeah.
Okay, so comments about the Pro Controller. Okay, the buttons are arguably twice the size
Yes.
as the Joy-Con buttons, okay?
Yeah.
These things, for comparison... Okay, he's holding it up to the camera for anyone listening, but yeah, basically, for comparison, yeah, the buttons are basically double the size. Jeez, it really is!
That's a joke.
That really is twice the size.
So the Pro Controller, if you want a traditional controller, the Pro Controller is a fantastic option. That being said, it's very expensive.
It is very expensive, $70. Okay, typical controllers might run up to a max of like 60. Okay, unless you're buying some elite thing, and then those are premium things in itself. I have to say the one thing I don't like about the Pro Controller,
Yeah.
the triggers. Okay,
Yes.
triggers at all. Like the triggers are just kind of bleh, bleh. Bumper fine.
I agree.
Trigger, it's just a tiny little one single press. It doesn't have the what do you call that? That depth for the GameCube one.
If you ever use an Xbox One controller, they're nice. They're kind of springy.
Yeah. If anything, the triggers, they function like buttons rather than like a
They're clicky.
variable.
They click
trigger.
a button down. That's all it is.
Yeah. I will say the only things I've been slightly annoyed with the plus and the minus button and
Yes.
the screenshot and the home button. If you're not looking, you want to quickly take a screenshot, you might be hitting the wrong button.
You'll have to get you'll certainly
Or better
like.
yet, just trying to open up your menu. Boom, hit
Well,
the screenshot. Dang it.
That's the thing. Like if you're getting used to your Switch, okay, with the Joy-Cons, which work perfectly fine.
Yes.
When they're attached to the system, yeah, you're gonna have to relearn that Pro Controller. But overall, I did want to at least stress all the opinions we're giving out now are since launch.
Yeah.
Okay. It's now been what 2-ish weeks. Since
yep.
launch. So we have a lot of experience with the console at this point. And I can definitely confirm for you, you don't have to worry too much about the Joy-Cons if they're connected to the system. When they're connected to the system, they're really not that bad. They'll work. You'll get used to it. It's not too big of an issue, and they feel great for the most part. You don't really have to worry about too much.
The Switch is, if you ask me, kind of like the perfect console. I love everything about it. It is perfectly Nintendo. It is exactly what I like. One notable thing about the Pro Controller, okay, is that if you primarily play on a PS4, okay, those sticks are swapped. It has the Xbox layout for stick setup, which is different from what the original Pro Controller for like the Wii U was, where it had the double up sticks versus the double down or the asymmetrical.
Sony's double down, Nintendo's double up, Xbox is swapped.
No one did double up. It's like no one has played with that before. No, I'm kidding. Some people like it. But yeah, just your heads up. It's more like an Xbox controller than it would be like a PlayStation controller.
That's true.
And
Which feels
Nintendo
great,
always going with their accept button being on the far right rather than the bottom. Like
yeah,
Xbox
so
and
basically, like if you're not used to a Nintendo console, the A and the B position that you're used to are kind of swapped. So if you're playing PlayStation or Xbox, those two are in the same place with the A and the
generally
B-ish.
all the buttons are the same. It's like you got your back, you got your accept, you got
Nintendo, on the other hand,
button.
has always classically
Light attack,
done them
heavy attack.
reversed, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's just how they do it. But yeah, overall, I've really loved this console.
Yeah.
I really like this console. Like, I feel like it's doing everything right as a console. It's super convenient. Its portability is something that cannot be underestimated as a massive advantage.
Yeah.
I know.
Have you taken it out of the house yet? Have you really taken it on the go, or is it more so just mobile around the house?
Sadly, no. I took it out one time. I didn't have any. I ended up not having time because I had to get stuff ready for class.
Yeah.
I took it to a school. But that being said, at home I have played it in every which way possible at this point. The one part that I don't particularly like is disconnecting the Joy-Cons and setting the Switch out as a TV because it's really awkwardly small, and if it's not right here because you're holding it,
like right in front of you,
it's too far now.
Yeah.
Like if it's sitting down, you're not going to be like this. You're going to be like this, and then it's super
a single
small.
situation where that was convenient.
Yeah.
But that's about it. I have tried all the various modes, okay, with everything. Yeah, you have to agree. Like a Joy-Con's just disconnected and then having it in like the little TV stand mode, where it's just the Switch on like a desk or something.
Yeah.
It's okay. The Switch controllers are a little small to hold on to try and grasp and keep control over everything. It's kind of small, but that's what your grip is for. Yeah. And if anything, everything in the Nintendo advertising for what the Switch is basically spot on and then some, okay?
Yes.
So it's like, yes, these are a lot of gimmicks, but these gimmicks just deliver. These are things I want to do, and I've actually tried it. It's like, this is incredibly convenient. It is just absolutely convenient.
One thing I did want to say is that the Switch, okay, you'd think that you'd want it, like, okay, so the TV mode, for example, okay, is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, the TV mode is awesome, just being able to play it like a regular console. And I mean, I'm not even phased at all. It's like, oh yeah, this is a handheld console. It's underpowered as all heck, right? Question mark? No, I mean, it looks great on Breath of the Wild. They must have did some programming wizardry. I mean, if this thing's super underpowered, you know what I mean? So, it runs absolutely fantastic in TV mode. But that being said, I don't want to discredit handheld mode. Like, yeah, it does drop down to 720p, and you can tell that it's 720p now if you're paying attention, if you're looking for it. Other than that, it's still way better than the 3DS. It's still way more powerful, and it just looks fantastic on the screen. The screen is nice and bright. I mean, I love this system.
Yeah.
And one thing I've been saying on the show a lot is that one determining factor for me, okay, it's like, well, is the system good, or is it just that I love Zelda a lot? Okay. And it's like, when I go on an 8-hour binge of Zelda, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to play any more Zelda right now. I just need a break. I'd love to play something else.
Yeah. But then you don't want to put the Switch down.
I'm still sitting there. I'm like, well, I wish I had something else to play on my Switch. Because
I want to play something else here. Just take a break off of Zelda.
I don't mind turning on my PlayStation 4 or my Xbox One over there, but I really want to play on this thing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I could just switch from the TV to handheld mode. And
it's convenient.
And I think that really speaks to the system and how much I actually enjoy it without, even disconnecting and disassociating Zelda from it. Yeah. The machine itself is fantastic. It's convenient. It's awesome.
Yeah. So overall, I think I'd say we're sold on Switch.
I'd say we're very sold on Switch.
Hey, this has been the Gaming Twins podcast. If you enjoyed that, why not check out our live show every Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time? You can find that at twitch.tv/GamingTwinsShow.
And before you leave, don't forget to like and hit that subscribe.
Also, follow us on Twitter. That's at Gaming Twins. And if you want to get more of this podcast, we got the whole thing up for download at our website at GamingTwins.tv.